Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Garage Talk. The feedback that we had on the last one we done was incredible. A lot of people reached out to Phil and I, business owners and people that they even don't own their own business, they work for other people, just saying, it was really helpful. We got this out of it. And people asked also to touch on a few more things about struggles and things along those lines there. But yeah, thank you so much. We're just overwhelmed with the response.
Yeah, and it wasn't even just detailers. Some were like, sparkies or plumbers, or you can sort of relate to when it's a small business owning.
Yeah, so. Even people that are working for other people and just feel like they're left out, or the extra effort they're doing, they're not getting seen. By no means are we experts in business and everything, and like we're not trying to give advice. We're just telling people what we've tried, what we've done, and what's worked for us, and it might work for you guys as well, and I hope it does. If it does help, excellent. But this has just worked for us, and over the years we've tried a lot of things, and found out the hard way that we were losing a lot of time and a lot of money and all this other stuff.
Yeah, but just sharing our story, and people can relate to it, I guess. So.
Yeah. So we're just going to touch on, like, we had one question asking us, when we were at that point where, I guess, we didn't have heaps of work on, or, we weren't bringing a whole heap of money in, you have that point where you feel like, man, what am I doing this for? Like, just give up. Like, do I go just get a job or whatever? Like, I've just had enough, it gets you, mentally does drain you and get to you. And the way I felt, like I did have that point for a long time. I think 2017 to 2019, or the end of 19, just before COVID, would have been the hardest part for me personally, just because, we had our second kid. I just finished building this house. So, we've spent a lot of money. My wife had a business at the time, but because we had to employ someone, because we now had two kids and one was a newborn, that the money that was making was basically just paying the bills or paying the person. And we were at that transition stage where, so while I was building, Phil was working by himself a lot. There wasn't a whole heap of work then, So I wasn't taking an income, and Phil was taking minimal, because Phil also had a massive pay cut from leaving a full-time job to go to this. So there was a really hard time where I was like, man, what am I doing? Like, I'm killing myself and I'm not even getting much out of it, But with me, I never had that thought in my head that to go work for someone else, because, I sold my last business, I tried it, and I knew it wasn't for me. I was like, nah, I'm meant to work for myself, I'll call my own shots, I'll do what I do. Even if I make less money at the start, like, it'll pay. I've always thought long term. It's just, it's not a sprint. You know what I mean? It's a marathon. And at night, I used to lay in bed. I don't know about you, but I used to lay in bed. And I used to just think about a lot of things, and, just randomly say, oh, I wonder if this will work. I wonder if that will work. And I always used to say to myself, we're going to be successful. We're going to be successful. We're going to be busy. We're going to be successful.
Yeah.
But there was some hard, worrying times where, like, man, I need to pay bills. I'm struggling. How about you?
Yeah, same sort of story. Like, obviously for me, I didn't have no kids, so it's a bit different, but still had a mortgage, and you still got bills. Everyone's got bills to pay, So yeah, there was a lot of times where I used to say to Rob, bro, like, what stuff this? What am I doing, bro? I'm going to get a full-time job. I get paid annual leave, super, this, that.
And what did I used to say to you?
You're like, just hold on,
be patient. We can do this.
You'll get there, you know what I mean? Look at this week, we made good money. Sometimes you don't. And it was true, like, you gotta have patience and you gotta let the business grow. But yeah, there was lots of times where I was like, man, fuck it, like,
and then
sack this,
and then something would happen. Like, would be one morning, we've just started our day, we're like, okay, we're gonna have a good day, we're motivated, bang, the hose busts on the gurney, and we're like,
first job, you know what I mean? There's $80 there, and then you can't do the job, and then you're gonna make two, and we had a few days. Like, it's hard, and it was hard for me because the full-time job I left, I had a really good boss and, like, top bloke, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like a boss, it was like a mate. So to leave that, I was very comfortable.
Literally, I would swing past there, right? And he'd have his feet up on the desk with his headset on, just talking to a customer. Like, yep, mate, I'll put that through.
Yeah. Remember,
look at this guy, I'm sweating outside on 40-degree heat.
We used to have a foosball table, me and my boss used to play it. So it was it was comfortable, and that's the hard thing for a lot of people, leaving that comfort zone. Like, you know, you got a good job, easy going, pays relatively well. But I think for us, if we were to do that, it's like we want to achieve more personally. We want to make our mark.
But nothing's guaranteed these days.
Well, that's right. Like a full-time job.
You can get sacked tomorrow, you know what I mean?
That's the thing. So and that's what's shit about like working for yourself when you got to try to go get a loan. Like, you know, you could have really good bookwork and your business is doing well over the past 2-3 years, and then you try to get that loan and they're like, nah, you're a massive risk because you work for yourself. You know, whereas you got a full-time job, they'll give you the money straight away. But
you could get sacked tomorrow.
Yeah.
Business could go bust.
So that's another hard thing, and you got to take that into account if you are, you know, trying to go for a loan or whatever it may be. Just think about all these things.
But yeah, if you're at that hard point where you want to give up, instead of thinking about that too much, just think about, okay, what can I try different? What can I do to increase my profit, lower my expenses, make the business run a bit more leaner? And like, you don't think you're going to start a business and work's just going to come to you. It's not going to. You got to be
very rarely.
Yeah. Look, there is some businesses where it just all works out right, and you will, you know, get busy quick. But you got to network. You got to speak to people. You know, every time you speak to someone, you know, try to get something out of it. But and in the same token, don't start a business. I don't know if I've said this before. Thinking that all your mates are going to be your customers, because most of the time that's not the case. Like you'll make a lot of friends through your customers, but like I think we can count on one hand each how many of our friends have supported us and are our customers.
It's not I wouldn't say touchy topic, but like we're the type of people where if we ask a mate for help with a job, say they're a Sparky or they're a whatever it may be, we're not the type of people that go like expect a massive discount or do it for free or
shop around.
You know, shop around. Like we're the type of people where we go, hey bro, how much is this? Yeah, it's that much. Yeah, cool. I'm happy, man. Whatever it is, you know, they're going to do a good job for you. If they looked after you, awesome. If it's normal price, whatever. Like we're happy just to support those that have small businesses. And like we've got friends that have asked us for details, and like we've been lucky they haven't really hit us up and go, oh, can you do it cheaper? Can you do us that? And you'd have that awkward conversation. But the price is what it is, and you just have to trust each other that they're looking after you.
Yeah. But even back then, like when we were doing washes, like there was only a few people that, like our mates were like, oh, you know what? Here, wash my car, then wash my car.
Yeah.
A lot of them like didn't.
Yeah, that's right.
Use us. But then we have a lot of customers that were just customers, and now we're like mates. You know what I mean? We'll have coffees. Sometimes we'll catch up. Like you build a lot of friendship through
so
businesses. But
you turned that silent, mate.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, buddy. But so something I want to really touch on here is, you know, if you're a detailer or I guess any business, like there's nothing wrong with sticking to small jobs or specializing in that. Like our business example, if you wanted to only stick to washers, there's nothing wrong with that. You can still make decent money out of washers.
Yeah, of course. As long as you got the right procedures, you time it right, you work efficiently, there's still money to be made in washers. If you got a team of, you know, even just yourself, but if you got a team of 2 or 3 and you can pump them out and you plan your day well, there's still lots of money to be made. For us, we wanted to go down the other avenue of, you know, corrections and coatings. That's where we shine. So by all means, if you want to just stick to washers or pre-sale details or stuff like that, or if you're in another trade and you just want to stick to smaller areas of
maintenance
that job,
jobs or something like that,
go for it. You know what I mean? So just for us, we didn't want to go down that avenue. But yeah, I guess like if someone does want to go down that avenue, then you know what's the tips and tricks that we learn, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
So
you know, timing and driving to jobs and stuff like that. You know.
So I think like a lot of people think sometimes, okay, well, I'm starting out, so I'll start out really cheap, which, okay, you might get a few jobs from being really cheap, but at the same time, then you're also attracting customers, I think, that expect cheapness, if that's even a word. And then if you ever want to bring your price up, it's going to be very, very hard because you know, I've seen this before where they've increased their price a little bit, they've lost everyone, pretty much. And you know, by cutting everyone else in the industry, you're sort of not doing yourself a favor, and you're lowering the whole industry together. I guess you're devaluing the industry.
Yeah, that's right.
So start at a decent price. I think there's nothing wrong with doing a price increase, say every financial year or so.
Well, that's
in increments, obviously.
Yeah. Well, like if you worked for someone, you get a pay rise every
That's right.
X amount of years.
So that's one way, I guess, to to start off good.
Yeah.
Another key thing, I guess, would be efficiency. So if you're doing mobile work, and depends where you're traveling, maybe start furthest away from your house.
Yeah, and
plan your day and then work your way back. So you're not losing much time in traveling.
Yeah. So you got 8 jobs in the day. You want to sort of group them together where, I don't know, you're in this area and do your 4 jobs there, then work your way back, and don't just chop and change from area to area. As long as it works with your customers, time schedule. But yeah, try to keep your jobs flowing. So you're not traveling here and there, and because traveling, you lose a lot of time.
Oh, you lose
especially in Sydney with the traffic we got. It doesn't matter what time of day it is, there's traffic. So yeah, schedule well, plan well, think it out. Talk to your customers. What times are you available? What days are you available?
Yeah, try to book in a routine.
Yeah.
Instead of them ringing you and saying, okay, can you come on Thursday this week or next week or whatever? Try to be like, okay, well, how about we lock in every second Monday at 7 o'clock. There's no thinking behind it for you now because I'm going to be there. You send them a reminder, and then try to gather jobs in that area. So you might do, Mondays are all Narellan, I guess, or something like that.
Yeah.
And then just keep them in the same area. That way you're saving heaps of time. You're not going back and forth, like Phil said, to different areas. So you're going to make more money because you're going to realize at the end of the week, by doing that and structuring it that way, you fit in an extra maybe 2-3 jobs.
Yeah.
Another thing too, like sourcing chemicals, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't buy cheap. This was brought up from another detailer about someone asking recently, where can I find cheaper chemicals? That's not always a good thing because being cheaper chemical, you're most probably going to have to use more of it to do the same job, and it's most probably going to take you more time. A good chemical that's concentrated, like something that's good, like ours, if you know what I mean. You're probably going to use less of, and you're going to, I suppose, get more value out of it.
Yeah, that's right. So
and try to source a good price.
Like anything, cheap is not always better.
No.
You know what I mean? So it might be cheap for a reason. It
normally is.
Yeah. So you might find that rare product where it's cheap and it's good. You're winning, beautiful. But if you're trying to find cheaper products to make more of a margin or make more money, then maybe you're going about it the wrong way. Maybe your prices are too low, or you're taking too long of a time, or to do the job. So just look at other things, not just I'm spending too much. If you're buying the best of the best and you're spending too much, then obviously that might be a problem. So just look into that and don't always just assume cheap is always better.
Yeah.
And not just product wise, that can be even your actual work stuff, tools. Tools and cars and whatever it may be that gets you around and gets you doing your job. Even like touching back on the money thing that you said at the start, like charging as well. I think it's a good topic that you said, if this is the ceramic coating job and you're trying to undercut everyone and do it at a cheaper price, then you're bringing the whole market down. Then you're making the average person who's charging what they really should be, you're making them look too expensive, and you're cheapening the brand, cheapening the product, cheapening the service. So, undercutting is not always the key.
You think about it, right? Say you work it off 5 years. So say everyone was charging for a job $1,000, yeah? And then this guy starts bringing his price down. And in the meantime, you've got from 100 detailers, now there's 2,000 detailers.
Yeah.
Everyone's bringing their price down. Over time, everyone's having to do so. In 5 years, the industry's worth nothing.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean?
Especially you got those people that are, struggling for a bit, or they want to try to make some quick cash, so they bring their prices down. Then the next person sees that and you cheapen the market.
Yeah.
You make something that's worth X amount of dollars now worth that much, you know what I mean? So yeah, pricing's a big thing. Don't try to undercut just to try to get work.
But you're cutting your own throat, because then you'll notice in 12 months' time that, okay, wait a minute, I've just paid my insurance, I've just done my GST, I've paid my taxes, I'm living, wait a minute, I've turned over this money, 10% was profit. What have you gained from that?
You'll crash. You'll crash. Basically.
That's right. And then you'll think, okay, I'll put my prices up now, but then you realize, oh, wait a minute, I can't even do a 5% increase, I've got to do a 30% increase. You're going to lose everybody.
Yeah.
People are going to pay for quality. That's what I've learned.
You just got to find your niche. You got to find your market. Do a bit of market research, see what others are charging, not just so you can charge less, but just see what the average is.
Be fair. You got to be fair. Yeah.
But see what the average is. You charge cheap. We found if you charge cheap, you're going to get shit jobs, right? You charge high, you might not get any jobs, or you might get those high-end customers. You got to find that happy medium where you find the customers you want, the jobs you want at the price you want. So, you charge too much, you scare people off.
What I've realized too, if you're fair with pricing, then you're happy to do the job, and you'll always do extra. You'll do as much as you can because you're like, okay, I'm trying to give customer value, and that's what it's all about. You want to give that person value, and they're going to be happy, obviously, in return.
Obviously,
and
being mobile too, that's already an awesome value for people that are busy working from home or whatever. You're conveniently going to their house. They'll happily pay an extra $15-20 just for that.
Yeah. So, but most of the time, people that charge really cheap, they do a half-assed job.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean? Because they're trying to now pump out 20 jobs instead of 10 jobs because they're trying to make the money. You're killing yourself for nothing.
And again, it's not just detailing. It can be...
It's anything. Yeah.
Anything.
Any game.
If something's too cheap, you got to question, okay, why is it cheap? How are they making money?
Is it labor, material?
Where are they cutting costs to do the job that cheap? You know what I mean? So, keep all that into consideration when you're shopping around or when you're actually providing a service. It doesn't, it works both ways.
I've also learned, and you'll see it too, people will use you because they want to have that experience. They want to have that experience with you. They want to say, okay, my car got done here, or this guy done my kitchen.
Yeah, it's
you build up like a friendship.
Yeah. Some people go about the wrong. They want the status. Oh, my car got done here, or my kitchen got done there. You know what I mean? Some people want that status, but then you got some genuine people that just really want to meet you. They love the photos you put out, the content you put out, and they just want that experience that they see others get.
Yeah,
which is awesome. If you can build that vibe between your customers and your fan base, it's awesome.
And don't chase the dollar too much. That's another thing. If you're always thinking about the money and you're always chasing money, it's and other people have said this, and I've heard it before, and it just feels like you're forever chasing and you can't reach the top of the ladder.
Yeah. When do you stop?
Yeah. So, and then that's when we started focusing on, okay, concentrate just on the job. What are we trying to do here? We're trying to give someone the best value for money, the best results we can give, build up an excellent friendship. And by doing that and focusing on that, the byproduct, as they say, is the money. You're getting paid to deliver that service, that experience.
Yeah.
And by doing that, and we're focusing on that, then you'll see, okay, the money's coming in. Amongst saving costs, like we said, and then a lot of things I'll see, like someone starts a business, they've bought a brand new van straight off the bat, or they've,
bought the best of the best.
Yeah, they've bought all these tools that they don't even need yet, they're not even using yet. Buy what you need, try to buy quality. If you can't, you buy something a little bit lower price, obviously.
Do your research.
But it's better to buy one good buffer than three shit ones, or even three good things that you don't need. Buy what you need.
That's like us, but build it up. When we started, even now, we still got the best of the best stuff. Not bare minimum, but when we first started, it was bare minimum, and we just bought what we needed. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's only as of recently we start buying a bit more nicer stuff, or quirky things,
extra things,
extras. But work to your bare minimum. You'll figure out what you need and what you don't need. We've bought some stuff where you think it's a great idea, and then
didn't really need it.
I haven't used it in a year or 2 or 6 months or whatever it may be. Don't always go by the best of the best. We haven't even got a hoist yet or a quick jacks or anything like that. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. If you're just starting up, you're making no money.
Yeah.
If you go spend 30 grand on a year, another 10 grand on tools, you're 40 grand down. You haven't even made $1.
Yeah.
Go buy a cheaper van, something that's reliable. Go spend 10 grand on a van.
Yeah.
Buy the tools you need. And when you start building up money,
and it's a tax benefit too. If you go buy a brand new van straight off the bat, assuming you're not paying GST yet in your first year, you can't go claim that money back now, type of thing as well. That's a big thing. But when you first start your first year of business, you don't sign up for GST until you've cracked that 75.
Yeah, or you think you're going to crack it, I think.
Or you think you're going to crack it.
Speak to the accountant. But another thing, speak to your accountant.
Yeah.
Have a chat and say, what do I need to buy? What should I? And most of the time they'll tell you, don't buy what you don't need. Yeah. You know what I mean? And don't pay yourself big either. Pay yourself what you have to.
Just
keep
to survive,
putting money
pay
in
your bills and that,
keep that money in the business account, build the account up. Because if you got no work for 2 weeks, okay, then I can still live.
Yeah. Or not just that, if something happens like none of us thought would happen, like a pandemic where a lot of people are out of work for who knows how long.
They had no savings, they crashed.
If your business account's got money to survive and just keep you afloat for that time being until it passes over, you've done well. But some people that run dry.
Yeah, because they're trying to keep up that expensive.
That's right.
Yeah. Everyone wants to look good to everyone and look big, but like, don't fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it work yet. You know what I mean?
Like you said, just try to run the business lean at the start. Just bare minimum, whatever gets you through. Still keep quality products and your actual quality of work, but don't go be.
And if you've got other friends around you that are business owners that have been in business for a while, well then something must have worked. Like, talk to them, ask them, just get advice. Like, what worked for you? Like, you get a bit of information
out of everyone. Yeah.
And
even if it's not the same trade.
No, that's it.
Even if it's something totally, different.
There's fundamentals that are all the same.
Business is still structured almost,
I was speaking to a guy the other day that he watched the video and then it just sparked up a conversation about how long he's been in business for and the struggles he went through, and they had partners and one of them split and this and that. But I was like, wow, man, like, this has brought out so much from people, and like, you love hearing other people's stories and the struggles they went through, and how they all say, man, the first 3 to 5 years I saw nothing. I saw no money. Buying machines and buying the things we needed, obviously.
Look, there's some good stories where the first year they blow up, and it goes off from there. If you can keep up with the demand, sometimes if you grow too quick, you end up going back downhill because you just can't keep up with the demand and you go crazy and this and that. But there is some stories where, first year just kills it.
Oh, man,
but a lot of businesses, it's a slow burning process. I was actually saying to Rob the other day, was it yesterday? I was saying to you, I wanted to talk about fuck it days, or those days you have. It doesn't matter if you just started or even like us, a few years in and doing okay. You just have those days where you're just like, fuck this, man. Like, I'm over it. Not over the job, but like something might just happen that day. You woke up, you have the shits, or a job goes wrong, or things aren't just working out, and it's okay to have those days where you just go, fuck it, man, like, I'm over it, you know what I mean? You always bounce back, 100%.
Don't dwell on it too long.
Just don't let it...
Get angry for 5 minutes, and then think, okay, how am I going to fix this?
Go smash a coffee, I don't know, go punch a punching bag or something, just,
man.
You just have those days. It's okay to just be like, fuck, it's like, I'm over it, like...
Now that we said that, I hope we don't have one on Monday.
Nah, Mondays that usually happens, or Friday afternoons, it's either one or two. So Mondays we find always goes quick, and something has to not go wrong, but like
like an example where you smash a mad pothole, pop a tire, you get to a job, the gurney carks it, and then because you're running behind and you're in a rush
this is from experience,
and you're trying to fill up a bottle, you drop the 5 litres of multi-purpose cleaner, and so you've lost that one too. We've had those days. We've had days where brand new van, we're so excited, brand new van, gone to do a job. Last job of the day, notification, hail. Quickly get this car done. Got it in the garage as we left.
Customer's car was sweet.
As I left, bang, van cops hail.
Van cops hail.
I want to cry that day. We couldn't go nowhere. We were just there. It's hitting. I'm like,
couldn't do nothing. Then we got it repaired, and 2 weeks later it hailed again. So. It happens, You try to look after the van so much, you're reversing out of a car spot, someone's not looking, it reverses into us.
Bang. And you cop it.
Yeah.
It's very...
These things happen. So don't let it knock you down. Just, you know what? Fuck it. Keep going.
Yeah. So that's it. Keep your head up.
Yeah, that's it. You have those days. You might even have a week, but hopefully not. Hopefully it's just a day or a moment.
Yeah.
What other topics did we want to touch on today?
I want to talk also too, like, I know we're directing it to businesses, but like, even if you're working for someone and you think like, okay, what I'm doing is not being noticed, I'm not getting paid enough. First city, if you're getting there straight on the dot, if you start at 8 o'clock, you get there straight on 8 o'clock and you finish at 5 and you're out the door at 5 and you're not putting in extra effort, well, you're not standing out.
Yeah.
How can you go ask for more money? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you show you're putting in that little bit of extra effort and giving the business something
value,
then you got a leg to stand on. You know what I mean?
And if they still don't see it after that, then maybe it's not the right place for you, or not the right work environment for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's true. And like, even if you're thinking about sort of starting a business and you're still full time, maybe like they call it a side hustle, like start doing it from home or start doing it on the weekends and see if you like that. A lot of things we find, like people, they enjoy detailing, or they enjoy, I don't know, painting things or making things, and they do it as a hobby and they really enjoy it. But then when they take it to a full-time job, they lose that enjoyment because the stress of business takes over. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's not right for people. It's not the right thing for them to go full-time on it because they lose that enjoyment. If you lose the enjoyment, if you lose the passion and the love for it, it's not always, a happy ending.
Yeah, but you just got to be willing to put in the effort. You know what I mean? And like Phil said, like after 2 hours every night, just set that time aside and work on your little business that you're doing or whatever it is, whether it's researching or educating yourself more, or contacting people. Like when we finish our day at work, it doesn't stop there, and even till now, like I'm sending messages, 10 o'clock at night, or writing a quote, and it just doesn't stop. And it feels like he's up 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, editing.
It's a good and bad thing, because like, it's bad because sometimes you need to switch off. You just need to zone out and come back down to earth, spend time with your partner, or, it happens a lot of times, man. I'm on my phone and someone's talking to me, whether it be, mum, dad, Rob, my partner, and you're listening, but you're not, because you're so focused on what you're trying to do on your phone. It's not just I'm scrolling through Facebook and having a gaze, like, I'm actually doing work, but, you sort of zone out and you miss the moment, something's happening. And it's not necessarily a good thing. Look, it's great for our customers because they get a reply back at 12 o'clock at night. I get customers messaging us at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what they're doing awake, but if I wake up and go to the bathroom at the night and I see the message, I'm like, I'll quickly reply, you know what I mean? It's a good thing, but it can also,
and then there's a
out.
lot of people that don't answer no messages and just let them bank up. Like, how are
you
you supposed to have work? Even if you're busy, take the time.
Yeah, allocate an hour or half an hour during the day, whenever, morning, night, you got to reply back to people, not just for their sake, but for your own sake. Because then, sometimes it happens, you got 10, 15 inquiries and you're trying to quote jobs and booking jobs, and then you sort of get confused who's who and what's what. So
you'll get jobs. A lot of time you get a job because you've answered the call back.
Yeah.
Like we just went and checked out a VK now. So the guy found us on YouTube because we've done the other VK. And I've been speaking to this gentleman for months, back and forth, just chatting about, what we think and whatnot. And we were supposed to go there Tuesday, but we were too busy. And he happened to ring me. And I said, look, I'm real sorry. I will come this week. I don't know when, but I will. And then I rang Friday. And the first thing he said, oh my God, you know what? People don't get commended enough. Thank you for actually calling me back. You're very few people do that. You actually took the time to ring me back. I said, yeah, look, I'm sorry, this and that. Let's book in Saturday morning. Yep, done. From that, we got another job.
Yeah. Just set reminders in your phone. If you're going to forget, just set a reminder so then it brings it back up in your memory.
We got a shared calendar. So that's what me and Phil do. We got a shared calendar.
Yeah.
We put all those jobs in the calendar so we're not overbooking or underbooking or sort of double booking.
Yeah.
But everything's in a calendar. We've got a diary. We write everything in the diary.
Yeah. So we write our times, what job we're doing. We're at that stage now where we know, if it's just something saying ceramic coating or correction, we know roughly, okay, it'll take us this long.
Yeah.
We got that gist now. So definitely put everything in the calendar. Time, what job, put their details. Because another issue I was having a lot where I'd get inquiries from Instagram, from Facebook, YouTube, text messages, and I'd lock these jobs in, but then come a week before I got to confirm it, I go, shit, where was I speaking to this person? Was it on emails? Was it on Facebook?
Yeah.
I forgot their number. How am I going to contact them? I got to look. Luckily, I wrote their name down, try to find it. So now it's a must. Put their mobile number or their contact number. Put their details, what you spoke about, pricing. Roughly what the job's going to be. So you've just always got somewhere to go back to, because it's caught us out a few times.
Yeah. Or what he does, he'll just say, call Rob, and he'll put my number.
Yeah.
And then they ring me.
Yeah. But sometimes
I like to talk, but
Rob loves to talk to customers, right?
I'm old school, but
yeah, I know. I love to talk to people too, but sometimes you get those customers, they don't want to chat. Like, we've booked so many jobs, we've never seen or speaking to the person until the day they drop it off, because It's via like people love to talk on social media these days, right? And that's fine. And I've booked jobs from that, and Rob will go, what do you say this? I'm like, it's just all over text. Like it's, Rob goes, well, you haven't seen it, nothing. No.
So, but customers my age, you want to talk to someone, you want to build a relationship, and then they feel comfortable. Okay, I'll give you my card.
Yeah, but you just got those people that just over Instagram booking a job and they're happy and it works out well.
Yeah.
But
then lucky there's two of us because I hate texting.
Yeah.
Half the time I'll text. Man, just call them. Yeah, mate. I just think it's easier to call.
You do it to me too. He'll text me something,
and then he'll halfway through.
Before I've even read the text, he's already calling me. I said, "Yeah, bro, I just read the message. What do you want?" Like, yeah. But yeah, going back to that, always get back to your customers. But it's like, even like over the past few weeks, I've been trying to call a few different things, whether I need, this or that, and like they've been highly recommended to us, and I call them, no answer. Okay, they're busy. I'll leave a text. No answer. I'll call the next day. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm wanting to give you my money for a service. I don't care if I got to wait 3 months. Just answer the fucking phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I know you're busy, but come on, you can answer. You know what I mean? That's the thing. So
that happened with me with my phone. I couldn't type the letter I this week. Something happened to it. My wife went for a run and she found there was a van, mobile smartphone repairs.
Yeah, perfect.
I rang, text, this, that. I have had nothing back yet.
Yeah, like...
Oh, even if they said, mate, I can't come till 3 weeks, no problem. Book me in 3 weeks. When is it? Tuesday, 2 o'clock?
Yeah, as long as you get back to me. If you don't get back to me, that's it. You've lost our work. I'll go somewhere else.
Silly.
So, yeah, always get back to your customers, even if you're busy. Or if you just say, hey, mate, flat out right now, I'll get back to you at 5 o'clock tonight.
Yep.
They'd appreciate that more than getting no reply because it just turns you off.
Exactly. Someone else was asking me too, like, about starting out and, should I be going to car shows? And that's based on our industry.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, by all means, by all means. But I said, like, I straight away I saw something wrong there where this person's got a few toys and stuff like that, cars. I said, mate, if I was you, I'd be, and we've done it in the past, sell your car, sell your motorbike, sell all that stuff, and then buy something for your business. Once you build the business up, you can buy those things back. Yeah. You can have those luxurious things.
You've got to make some sacrifices.
You got to make some sacrifices. But how long was it? Years. The van was my primary car, and then I'd have to take the van home, get my wife's car because I had the baby seat, so then I could go pick up, my kid. And then even you too, like you've sold things before.
Yeah, heaps of times.
Remember you said you'd never sell your GSXR.
Yeah, my bike.
What else was it? Your dirt bike. And no, I'll never sell. I said, mate.
When business calls, mate.
Sell it. So. Sell it all. Make whatever sacrifice you got to make, and then you can get that back.
Yeah.
Because you know what? That gurney or buffer that you buy, just say you sold a dirt bike, and with that money you buy a buffer that's $900 a rips, yeah? How much is that $900 tool gonna make you?
Yeah, that's right.
That's gonna make you a lot more.
If you've already got a buffer in it and you just bought a new one, like, how much quicker will it be? Like, or how much easier will it be? Like, it's tools that make the job, but tools that make the job easier or work better compared to what you've got now, that's fine if you're gonna be, upgrading for that reason. If it's just to upgrade just because you want the flashiest, fanciest thing on the market, you're doing it for the wrong reasons.
I think efficiency and organizing can make you more money in little time.
Yeah. And trialing different processes. So whether it be you like to wash the car first or do the interior first before you wash it. We prefer to do the interior first, do all the door and that, and then start on the outside. But have a process. Don't always just each time you go to a job, do something different. Have a process that works for you. Time-wise, money-wise, efficiency and all that.
Yeah, keep to that process, and you'll save time. Because at the end of the day, right, you're not going into business to work for an hourly rate.
No.
Not always anyway.
Not always.
Because you can go get a job. Like some jobs, yes, it's hourly rate.
Yeah.
But then some jobs, if a job took you an hour, well then it wasn't worth sometimes to charge an hourly rate.
That's right, yeah. I know
you know what I mean?
So yeah. Some jobs, Robbie's saying, if you were to charge an hourly rate, by the end of it, what you make is not worth what the job was worth. So
or just say you charge an hourly rate of $50, which is way too cheap. Don't go by that. But $50 an hour in 8 hours, how much are you going to make?
Yeah.
Right. But if you charge per job, just say a job took an hour, and be like, okay, that job is $80 or $100. Well, you've made more money.
Yeah.
In that time.
Yeah, that's right. So some jobs work better charging by the hour. Some jobs are just as a whole. This is what the job's worth. Whether it take, some people might do it in 4 hours, some might do it in 8. It just depends on.
Yeah. But you work quicker, so you end up making more money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And by quicker, we don't mean cut corners and, jeopardize quality. It's just quicker as in more efficient.
Yep.
Don't go on your phone halfway through and start looking at Facebook, or
don't have an hour lunch or go and buy coffee and come back. Just get the job done.
That's it.
And
Smash
get
it
out of
there.
there.
Get it done. That's right.
Doesn't matter what it is, but this goes for any business.
Yeah, whether cars, whatever, tradie, doesn't matter what you are. That's right. That applies to all forms of business.
Just our procedure, like what we learnt, like when we used to do general washes, like Phil said, we'd always do interior first, then exterior, dry it and get it out. If there was 2 cars, what we worked out that was working really good was if you could park both cars next to each other, remember? We'd do both interiors first, so that's all finished off.
Yeah.
Do the outside, wash one, dry the other one, and we were saving time from that.
Yeah.
Because I remember it used to take us about an hour, for both of us, about an hour and a half to do a car.
Yeah.
And then we got it down to basically 45, 50 minutes.
Yeah. And that's the help of, good products,
Yeah.
Working efficiently, each having our own processes of what we do and whose role does what.
Yeah.
And you can.
And having that customer regular. Like you're booking it every 2 weeks, then you're sort of staying on top of it, which is saving you time. And it's also the upkeep of the customer's car is going to be better. Because it's not deteriorating.
If you leave it for 8 weeks and the car's filthy every time you go there, it's going to take you longer. But if you keep it at that good level of, fairly clean, fairly dirty, you can smash it out.
And that's it.
Yes. And then what were you saying before about car meets? You were saying that guy was saying to you if he should go to car shows.
Oh
and
yeah,
car
jump
meets.
too much. Yeah, go to car meets and car shows. It's a good way to network, meet people. You got to be out there, but you got to talk. Like, don't be reserved. Like, just get that little confidence and just have a little chat. If you can set up a little stand, just business cards,
whatever.
table.
People like seeing, even not so face to face, but even on social media, people love to see a face of a business, right?
Yeah.
It's all good and well to take a photo of a car and all the jobs you do, and it's nice, and it's just all car stuff. But people want to see, who's behind that business. They want to see interaction and personal interaction. Videos do a lot more work, we've noticed, than photos.
Yeah. It gives them comfort and security because they know who they're.
That's right. I don't know. It's more engaging.
Yep.
So if you can, some people are shy. Even when we first started, we were very shy or very reserved in front of the camera. And we're no actors now, but we're a bit more comfortable. And just try to get in front of the camera. But also, if you go to a car show, try to get out in front of people and You need to be seen. You need to be seen. Yeah.
If you got a van, put sign writing. You don't have to put on there everything. Like the old way used to be, you'd have a van, your name, and everything you've done on there.
Everything you've done.
Yeah. My old business was like, I had done this.
It had about 30 dot points.
Yeah. So it did. I had a lot of dots. It was hard to peel off too. But just put your name, but back then there was no social media. There was no Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah. So when you had your old business,
they would look me up. I don't even think there was Google. You look me up, Yellow Pages. Or the business card.
Google was fairly new.
Yeah. And we always ask, what do you do? Look at this.
Read the van.
Now, put your name, and normally someone will Google you. Yeah. Oh, okay, yep, done. So by having sign writing, you're going to be seen everywhere. Your car's going to be seen at the shops. You're going to be seen at the gym. You're going to be seen here, there. And it still happens with us, eh?
Yeah.
People will see it. Oh, stop. Oh, okay, yeah. Or they go, shirt. Yeah. You're ordering coffee, they're looking at your shirt. What are you?
Heaps of times. Sometimes you meet people and they don't even look at your face. They're looking at your shirt, going, trying to read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is good.
Some people don't even know what detailing is. I had a girl
the other day.
God bless her, man. I go get you coffee all the time. She goes, can I ask you a question? She goes, what's detailing? I said, we make cars look. I go, man, I don't want to wash out of this one. I'm not going to say we clean cars. We make cars look better. Like we rejuvenate, we polish the paint up, we clean it, like we can shampoo
and all that,
all that stuff. But she was like, oh, okay, wow, okay.
And some people don't even know.
We gave our number out.
Yeah, that's right.
So be seen. You know what I mean? And it's not expensive. I think get a hat with your name on it. You buy a couple and they end up costing $15, right. $10, whatever it is.
Ask Rob, mate. The only thing we live in is smooth as clothing, unless we're going out somewhere nice and you got to dress up. Everywhere I go,
I'll wear
clothing.
these.
That's just me, but like.
But even with my last business,
Yeah.
always had a Roadrunner. So I used to do Roadrunner breaks. Always had a Roadrunner shirt everywhere I went until I sold the business, and then I was like, okay, I don't have to wear those shirts no more.
Yeah.
Same with this. These will be forever. My whole family wears it. The kids.
Give them to mates, family. This,
Yeah, just
like
be seen.
customers. Yeah, like it's just get the name out. Anyway, any little way helps. People see it. On the van, it's funny because like you see people like trying to stare and look, and they're just looking at you. Because you got tinted windows, they can't see that you're looking.
Yeah.
And you're doing that on a business card, mate. Like you just gotta interact with people.
100%.
Yeah, the van works well. We just took the stickers off our van now, so it's good. Sometimes it's forget to put your blinker on. No one can call you and go, dickhead, put your blinker on.
Yeah, that's another thing. If you've got sign writing, always remind yourself, don't do anything stupid because your name is everywhere.
Yeah, that's right. You don't want to jeopardize your
Don't cut
business
into
name.
anyone, no road rage. Mate, let everybody in. Mate, let everybody in front of you because you're a champion. They're going to get you to wash their car.
One day they'll remember. That's me, that's Blake.
You fucking let me I had a flat tire, you changed my tire.
Yeah.
Mate, we've pulled jobs out of everything. Hey, we were on the side of a road. So if you watch our YouTubes, that brockie we done, the blue brockie.
Yep.
We were doing another job. He stopped, said hello to us, and was like, oh, okay, what do you do? Blah, blah, blah. Can I have a card? Gave him a card. Didn't hear from this guy. Oh, I think it was a year.
Over a year.
And he rang me, he goes, oh, mate, I've seen the job, blah, blah, blah. Came and met me. Like, oh, yeah, I remember. And then we ended up doing that car. And then from that car, he
did another car?
Yeah.
The Valiant?
The Valiant.
Yeah.
Then done his mates' cars and
became mates with his mates.
going on. Yeah. You know, now we'll see him, we'll have a coffee, we'll have a drink.
Yeah.
He'll give us like some salami and olives, which is that time of the year now.
Yeah.
Because that's part of like, we never spoke about our hobbies. I don't know if people care, but I collect BMX bikes.
It looks like all we do is work, which...
Yeah, we do always work.
It's always work, but there is other things we do like to enjoy in life.
In between jobs, like I collect pushies, push bike, like BMXs and stuff. I'm a hunter, so I love doing that. That's part of our family tradition.
Yeah. We do a bit of full driving, like we like going off-roading, camping, we do weekends away. We both got, nice utes that we've done up, for off-roading and that.
And we make salami. So I got me and my mate, we've been doing it for a few years. We had someone else teach us. So we do that now every year.
Yeah, you're not Italian unless
salami and sausages.
What else?
Yeah, I mean, depends how much you spend with us. We might throw in a free salami when you do a ceramic coating. We'll hang it off your mirror for you.
Air freshener.
Huh? It doesn't smell good if you leave it in the car, but
no, don't do that.
We had it in the van for a day. Customer, remember?
The customer gave it to us. Yeah, ooh, mate, when you got in that van, put some hairs on your chest.
Yeah.
So we got some hobbies. What else? Me and my mates all just bought scooters, not push ones, like motorbike ones. Why? Don't know. We thought it would be a good idea just all get the same scooter and go riding around.
We're amused with things with small motors or small cars. You've noticed anyway, charades, Corollas.
We're into old school stuff.
We've had a few scooters.
Yeah.
Probably end up getting a postie soon.
Yeah. I don't know, just cool stuff. If you can afford it and, you're going to sort of sell it one day for break even or even if you make a bit of money, you're cheering, like, you got to enjoy life a little bit.
That's another thing too, like, you can also use it, like this scooter you've bought now, it's a bit run down, but you'll clean it up, take photos and this and that.
Yeah, that's right.
It's sort of content. You're getting yourself content.
You're saying my scooter's shit?
No, but it is a little bit shit. Good. But no, your BMW bike, I don't know what. There's a time in everyone's life where you do something and
completely out of the
someone
ordinary.
else will think, what were they thinking?
Yeah.
That's one of his.
No, I've always liked cafe racer style bikes, right? I've never committed to it. I love the look of them. I appreciate it, but I've always had like Jap bikes, race bikes, Gixxers and Yamahas and stuff.
So you went and bought a BMW bike.
So one day I didn't even show Rob. I think I showed you a photo. One day I brought back a '85 model BMW K75 bike. So it's half. It's normally a touring bike, but it's half done into a cafe racer. And Rob goes, "What the fuck did you buy?"
You know what it is? People are gonna hate me for it. I think it's leftover parts they had from some of the Beamers, and I'm like, we'll make a bike out of it, mate.
Because I said to Rob, it used to be a car engine. They've put it into a bike, and he's just rolling his eyes.
Is it a 3-cylinder?
It's 3-cylinder, man.
Yeah, put fresh charade motor in it.
So I haven't finished yet. I've got a bit of work to do, and I actually said to Rob yesterday, I said, I need help with the bike.
Tell him about the straps broke in it on the way back.
Oh, man.
That's one of these days. You want to hear one of these days?
Well, there's one of those fucking days. I bought the bike fairly clean. The guy loved it. It was his baby, right? And strapped the bike down, put it on the trailer. I've strapped bikes down for a long time, so I know how to do it.
We've been doing it for years. We've overstrapped normally.
Ever since I was a kid, man, before I used to strap bikes down. Anyway, I left. See you later, beep the horn. I get around the corner, I hit a bump. And as I hit the bump, I look in the rear view and I see the strap snap and the bike just fall. Landed on the tank, broke something off, fuel pissing out. I'm on the side of the road, like, oh my God, I've just bought this bike, it's probably fucked now. And then I restrapped it was good. And then just the whole drive home, and I was clenching because I just kept looking in the mirror, What is it? And then what happened after that? I got the bike home. So this is why Rob thinks I bought a lemon. From the fall, it broke a solder in the tank to the fuel pump and sender unit. It started when I got home, beautiful. Put it away, went to start it again 10 minutes later, it won't start. So I think
but you washed it in between.
Yeah, I know, but what the actual problem was, there was a solder in the tank. It had to happen from the fall.
But I said to him, and he got offended because I go, oh, you sure you didn't wet something that you shouldn't have? Like, did you cover the
then all hell broke loose, mate. I've watched that many bikes in my life.
I've watched that many, mate. You think I don't know? Oh, no, I've been doing this for 10 minutes.
Then I started questioning myself. Oh, fuck, maybe I did, eh? Like, started checking things, and lucky it was just a solder that just freakily broke during the fall or whenever it may be. So anyway, that's one of those moments where I've got something out of the ordinary, but we'll get there.
Yeah, like we've got heaps of these stories, but we won't bore everyone. But look, thank you for the response. Thank you for all the messages. I had actually someone text me yesterday as well saying that
just someone we didn't know.
Yeah, he loved what we'd done and this and that, and it means the world to us. Like we love this feedback. We want more of it. We want to
had people that I haven't heard of from ages, or people that I didn't think watched our content. Yeah. Or I don't even know how they came across it. Like I didn't even think they followed our page, but they were so thankful and they got something from it, which was the goal. Whether you're in the detailing industry, car industry, or whatever, a sparky, a plumber, whatever.
Even if it motivates you and sparks something in you, like we said, whether you're a business owner or not, you're working for yourself.
Even our video guy. I think he's going to leave us soon. I don't know. We said get rid of the shit jobs, and I think he took it.
I think we're one of the shit jobs.
Fucking bastard, do that.
But look, it meins a lot to us. We want to give so much more content.
But yeah, your feedback is very important because it, helps us, our next video, what we're going to discuss or what people want to know, or just hear from our experiences. Like Rob said before, we're no experts, we're no multi-millionaires, we've made it type of thing, but we've done well for ourselves. We still have heaps to grow.
We've got a long way, but we're slowly getting there, and we just want to, if we can save somebody some of the heartache and errors that we've done, then we're happy.
Yeah, 100%.
And part of this garage talk, we want to eventually interview people that have a passion for cars and business. And maybe we could see some of their collections, or even barn finds, or people that have got something different, weird.
Talk about their builds, or talk about their business and builds. Like a lot of people that we know, they've got, very successful businesses and they've got beautiful cars, and you know what I mean? Like they didn't just get that overnight, like they've worked towards it. So, interviewing people like that where they tell us their story, similar to what we've done, and just hearing it from a different perspective, a different, upbringing and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that'd be really cool. So if you want to get interviewed. So
if you've got something of interest, something old, even if you've got a property somewhere and you have like old cars or whatever it is, and you want to tell your story, message Phil, call me, because I like.
Yeah, don't message Robbie.
Send us a message, get in contact with us, and we'll see if we can work something out, do something. We want to hear your story.
Your feedback is very important.
Let's just help. Keep liking our content. There's some mad cars that we've done.
You guys would have saw, depends when we post this video, but we just did that NSX. That was gorgeous.
Yep.
This video might probably go live in a week's time. But
the Civic.
The Civic,
that's still here, which was we've had really good feedback about that.
Yeah, me and Rob were sort of laughing because, you know, you got a NSX there's one of 8 in Australia. It's worth, I don't know, there's none for sale, but I think, you know, some offers have been flying around of 650, 700 grand. And then you've got this old 90 Civic that's got a, you know, nice paint job on it with a set of T37s. And mate, the feedback we got from the Civic, like we got heaps from the NSX.
Yeah, the NSX, people said that's unbelievable. But I've had 2 phone calls from mates.
And they're like, bro, that red thing.
That red Honda is crazy. I go, yeah, man, the NSX is mad. Nah, man, the Civic. Okay, are you right? The Civic? Yeah, the Civic, that's crazy.
I think because people of that age remember those cars, you know, relate back to them, and because you don't see them so often, like it's cool. It is cool.
I love the Civic.
It's an awesome car.
We want to get one.
But we're just blown away. The response, response from the NSX was amazing, but the response from the Civic was like, man, people like Civics. Like,
because it was 2 red cars at the same time. Like you're so like I'm on a different channel. Yeah, I was on a different channel. But yeah, it was fun.
But yeah, and you guys probably would have seen the video go live of the DC2, the black one we did for Adam and his family, so that was good. And yeah, so we're just trying to push out content. You know, sometimes it's hard. Like this week that we just passed, we were that flat out. Like,
yeah, it was supposed to be an easy week. We set time aside because we were going to clean up the van and whatnot. Yeah. We had a little bit of, I think we had like a 4 hours for 2 days or something.
Yeah.
And then you know how we were talking about you can't say yes to everything? Well,
we did the complete opposite.
Yeah, we said yes. And then this week we've just had a crazy week where Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday were like straight after F45. So I think we got back
12-hour days straight after.
Yeah, 7 till, I was in here until 8 o'clock on Monday.
Yeah, so...
yeah.
So yeah, we're meant to pump out a bit more content, and then I said, got the video guy to come in, Peter. I'm like, bro, come film for us. I can't keep up. So
yeah, if we're not a shit job, come film for us. So.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much.
That's it.
Have a fun.
Synchronized claps, yeah.
Twins.
Done.